right, by Warner, and maybe tour support wasn't there.
Ex-label mates.
Yes,
We had Stu. Do you know the Gallows guys?
I've met a couple of them, but never really hung out. Seemed like totally cool dudes.
Yeah. So Alexis on Fire, one of the tightest bands around right now too. Was it good touring with them?
Yeah, Dallas is a sore loser when it comes to dice and hockey. I will say that.
He's a big hockey guy. I know that.
Yeah, we came in. There was a tour hockey tournament, and
let's just clarify for him. Dallas Green, one of the singers for Alexis on Fire.
Yes,
Yeah.
And against me, the Against Me team came in second place. Billy Talent came in first, and Alexis on
Shooting
Fire.
dice?
What's that?
Was it shooting dice?
For hockey.
Okay,
Hockey tournament.
like straight up?
Yeah, street hockey or whatever. We would do it every day before.
Rollerblading?
No, not rollerblading.
Okay.
Just
sneakers.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they did not like the fact that they lost to us.
Who would have? Just maybe it was an American Canadian thing.
Well, it was. Yeah.
It was totally incited by the Winter Olympics.
I think that had a little bit to do with it, and maybe also the fact that we don't really know how to play hockey, so we were just running around there like.
And you would beat them.
Yeah, we came in second.
Came in second, and who was the champion?
Billy Talent.
Billy Talent.
Yeah.
Who's the standout on that team? I bet you Ben's quick.
They were always good. Yeah, Ben played goalie actually a lot.
Really?
So,
I would take Ian as the goalie.
Yeah, no, I don't think Ian played actually. I didn't play either. I was just more
You just rooted?
I was motivational, inspirational support. So.
Did you have pom poms? Who was the Against Me MVP?
I think George was actually. He scored one shot that it was like he got past the puck or whatever, and it was just like wide open. And everyone was like, "Shoot!" And
shoot it!
And he made the shot.
New drummer George. We got to talk about that in a second too. But why don't we hear another acoustic track?
Awesome.
This is going to be White Crosses, and why don't you tell a little bit about what it's about and why it's the title track and.
Well, I wrote the song living in St. Augustine, Florida, so that the majority of the song is just about, all the song is about what, I saw there one day and my experiences around the town. Around the corner from the house I was living in, there was a church on the church lawn, 4,000 white crosses, all about a foot high off the ground, called the Cemetery of the Innocents. One cross to represent every abortion that happens in America every day. I would daily kind of fantasize about smashing all those crosses into the ground, and I think extending that title into an album title, sometimes, an act of destruction like that can be an incredibly gratifying experience, really cathartic,
Right.
Just smashing something, you feel like, that was great afterwards. And for me, writing these songs, playing these songs, I get that same feeling, so I thought it was a good album title.
Take it away.
Tom? Arming Eritrea.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
The band is Future of the Left. It's Tom Gabel from Against Me in the studio hanging out, talking about the new album, recording some or playing some acoustic tracks and playing some of his favorite bands as well. Future Left, the band that you toured with in the UK, also over here.
Yes.
Good Welsh boys.
Awesome band. Amazing live band and great dudes.
And I saw your list on punknews.org. It was in your top 10 for 2009.
Travels with Myself and Another. Yeah. Amazing album.
Okay, so we saw you play at Silver Lake a couple months back. Spaceland. And new drummer.
Yes.
Now, I loved Warren, and I hope he's doing okay. Is the Mexican restaurant still going? Or
yes.
Is it a Mexican restaurant?
It is. It's called Boca Fiesta.
Is it delicious?
It is. Andrew and James, I know, hang out there all the time and say it's great. So
there was nothing weird. It's just that he was wanting to.
He didn't want to tour anymore. He wanted to open a restaurant, and he has a serious girlfriend, and was just kind of over the road life and everything.
And he's happy.
Oh yeah, totally.
As long as he's happy, that's all that matters.
Yeah, no, I mean there comes a point like sometimes, where you gotta be like, okay, let's put our friendships above, being in a band and make sure that everything's cool, and respect everybody's decisions and what they want to do in life. So.
You guys don't seem like you fight much though, do you?
I mean we fight like brothers fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
Are you the most hot-headed? Are you the one that starts the most fights?
No. Why do you say that?
I don't know if I believe that.
I'm maybe the most vocal.
Cool. Right. But so we have the new drummer from just George
Rebello, Hot Water Music.
Why do I want to say Charles right there?
Charles Rebello.
Charlie Rebello.
I'll let you in on something. Actually, George has two personalities, right?
Okay.
There's George Rebello, who's sober, sober George Rebello. And when George has a couple drinks, he becomes Gary Robelo.
Gary Robelo. Tell me about him.
He likes to talk.
Is he a smooth operator?
He likes to argue.
Oh, okay. So he's a new guy that starts all the fights in the band.
Yes, and he will just argue any point. And you have to just realize to just drop it.
Give me the best one you've had recently.
I think we were talking about Rush on the bus one night.
Okay.
I was like, I don't know, I don't really like Rush, and I'm sure they're nice people.
Can of worms.
And he's like, I don't know, how do you know they're nice people, you know? And Rush is great. And I was like,
so
okay.
Is he a fan, or is he just wanting to
No,
argue?
He just wanted to argue. And so after like going back and forth on that for about a half an hour, finally I was like, all right, man, well, okay, I like Rush, and I'm sure they're, you know, like, I'm sure they're jerks. And he's like, I don't know, I don't really like Rush. I'm sure they're nice people though. It's just like flip-flopping on his opinion, you know.
What a great drummer.
Yeah, anyone who's familiar with hot water music knows that, you know.
Who we're playing again.
Yeah,
So is that gonna be any conflicts for you, or?
I think they have a fill-in drummer right now for the dates that conflict.
Oh,
you know?
do they?
I know that George will still, you know, do whatever he can with him, but our schedule's really pretty busy right now. So
is it exciting to have somebody new and to play with somebody new?
It's been a totally reinvigorating experience in a lot of ways, because really, like, I mean, for the first 3 months that we were playing with George, we were only playing new songs.
Right.
And after a point, we're like, okay, we got a show coming up. We got to go back and learn some of the old songs. And we literally had to go and all of us relearn all the old songs, you know? And then, so it really just kind of like, you know, it was refreshing in a lot of ways for the old music. And then also, like, it just totally changed the dynamic of how we interact with each other as a band.
Right.
So it's been totally positive.
The best drummer story I've heard in a long time was Joey from the Bronx was telling me about being at a festival in Europe, and Dexter from The Offspring was talking to, I think it was Adam from Rock from the Crypt that was playing with him at the time, or somebody new, you know, whatever, their drummer wasn't with him anymore, but he's like, yeah, dude, good show up there. You know all those fills you do? Yeah, I don't do those anymore. And then walked away. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
Hired gun. All right, well, we're running out of time, and we're going to do another acoustic song and hopefully get in High Pressure Low, too. But Ache With Me is the next song that you're going to be performing live. Tell me about that.
I guess this song's kind of about, I don't know, that feeling. I don't know if you have the feeling, or if anyone listening has a feeling of, like, you're searching for something, but you don't necessarily know what it is.
Every day.
Have that restless feeling in your chest, you know?
Yeah, totally. I got it right now.
Yeah.
All right. You just heard Tom from Against Me. He was doing Ache With Me. After that, it was Mastodon, as picked by Tom, because he's controlling the playlist for the last hour. And if people want to see what he's played, of course, they can always look online. Full track listing, bbc.co.uk/radio1. Click on Mike Davies. And why are we playing Mastodon on the punk rock show?
Mastodon are punk, too.
They are punk.
They might have more of a metal crowd, but
They might have longer hair.
Yes,
and more facial tattoos.
They've got the punk spirit behind them, you know?
Yeah.
One of my favorite things about Mastodon, I don't know if Brent, or if Braun still has it on his kick drum head, but Randy Rhoads on his kick drum.
No way, does he really?
Amazing. Yeah. A drummer with a guitarist on his kick drum head.
And he's one of the best drummers of all time already, at his young age.
Yeah. I actually, like, years ago, like maybe 1997, 1996, a band I was playing with long ago, no one's ever heard of, not even worth mentioning the name, but we played a show with Troy's old band, Social Infestation, with their old grindcore band. Awesome band. If anyone can ever find the
Social Infestation.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when we were touring with Mastodon, we discovered that connection. I was like, oh man, we played that show. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Real cool old grindcore band.
Did you still have the music?
Yeah, I still have the 7-inch.
Just get him to sign it. Put it up on your wall. Show your daughter when she's 14. She's like, Dad, come on. This
7-inch.
of grindcore. All right, I gotta go, Dad. So you're gonna go do what's your idea for the video in Venice?
It's a pretty simple idea. It's going to be one take. I'm going to run from a cop. The cop is going to catch me, and then he's going to beat the crap out of me.
A real cop?
No, fake cop.
Okay.
But it was actually, I came, based the idea, I was talking with Mark Klasfeld, who's doing the video, and talking about kind of, like, when I first got into punk music and really first got politicized, and when I was 15, I got beat up by the cops pretty bad.
Right.
And so that was kind of the story behind how the video idea came about.
Not anymore, though. You're not getting beat up anymore. You're too fast. When will that video be out and around?
Hopefully soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just people just check the website for constant updates on that. And then the tour dates, I have the full tour dates here. Do you know them in the UK?
Not by heart, no.
Let me see. What do we got? We have the Slam Dunk Festival. And then, so those are your first 3 dates in the UK. And then you're playing the Garage in London. Then you're playing Academy 3 in Manchester, Academy 2 in Birmingham, and then Bonnaroo in Manchester, which is not America, which is not the UK. It's in
Different
Tennessee.
Manchester.
Different Manchester. But a couple headline shows, a couple festival shows, and then back in August.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for coming in here today.
Thanks for having me, Mike.
And of course, you're welcome anytime. And what's the last thing we're gonna do? We're gonna play another song from the record.
Yes, High Pressure Low.
Anything we should know about that?
It's probably the last song written for the record, and it's about losing your mind.
Losing Your Mind.
Yes.
All right. The album comes out June 7th in the UK. It's called White Crosses. This is the last song written from it. I'm just saying what he said. What do I know? Like I'm reading that off of something. This is Against Me with High Pressure Low. Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, man.
Do you guys see why I like him so much? Just nice to be around. A good guy to have on the show. Great singer. He's in a great band. And he loves his music. You can tell. The interview and the entire show will be online for the next 7 days. I wish I could play guitar like that. I really hope you guys like the acoustic sessions because to me it's really honest and you can really hear the lyrics and you can really see what they're singing about or hear what they're singing about. So it's just DIY. Thank you to Tom Gabel from Against Me.